Howdy everybody, it is your friend CryptoFace, and today we are going full-blown cowboy hat. I got my blue light deflection glass covers from Amazon, and the reason why we're doing this is because we are going to be covering market Cipher applications, trade applications, volume 1, and we are going to be covering market Cipher covers a lot, okay? And if you haven't watched the video going over all the definitions of each indicator and each part of market Cipher, make sure you do that. Link to the videos below. It's a flop and groper video. And what we're going to be covering right now is probably my favorite way to use market Cipher for longing and shorting on every time frame, whether I am trying to scalp the market in day trade or if I'm trying to make positions, set positions for longer term. Arguably, you could acquire market Cipher, not know how to do anything else or read anything else, but just read this one indication, and you will be able to trade better than you ever have before, trade better than anyone that you know, okay? So, let's giddy up and ride this bitch, okay? Now, taking a look at the current chart right here, what we're going to be talking about are these blue waves. This is a custom indicator I named the, well, it's our momentum algorithm, okay? And this momentum algorithm is responsible for so many trades, so much success, and honestly, it has basically, I'll say, a 99.9% success rate. Because it's just a beauty. You're gonna see why. You'll see why. You can see for yourself too. You can see for yourself. You don't need to take my word for it. All right. So first off, what we're looking for is actually a couple different things, but really I'm going to talk about divergences. Okay, divergences. So if you're new to trading, what is a divergence? Oftentimes you hear divergence when people are looking at the RSI, right? So say, oh, okay, the RSI, it's oversold, yada, 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 it's oversold, it's up here, right? And then what'll happen is it'll curve down, and then it comes back up, and then it curves down again. They'll say, oh, the RSI is oversold, right? So this is a divergence when there is one hump and then an additional hump that is lower than the first hump, okay? That is a divergence. A big mistake that I see people make all the time is they will call something a divergence when it has not completed the second hump. The hump has to be, it has to form a hump before it's confirmed divergence. Okay, so before you confirm it, you want to make sure that the hump is formed. Okay, now, so this would be a bearish divergence, pretending if this was like the RSI or something, right? This would be a bearish divergence because it would be, quote, oversold. If it was on the bottom of the RSI type of chart, so to speak, in this case it's going to be our momentum algorithm, this would be a bullish divergence, okay? So it's weird drawing it upside down. bullish divergence, bearish divergence, okay? Now, looking at our blue wave momentum algorithm, first things first, let's go ahead and expand this. On the blue wave momentum algorithm, you're going to see that there are two blue lines. There's one on the top right here, one on the bottom right here, okay? Typically, I will not count a divergence unless it comes past one of these blue lines. So if there's just a little hump like this, I'm not really paying much attention to it because there's not much momentum. There's not much behind it, right? Now, let's say you just got market Cipher. You just open it up. You are ready to get some trades. You're ready to read some data and get something, ready to ride something. You're ready to go, okay? First thing, obviously, you're going to do is market Cipher. It was specifically designed for the hour, works on every time frame. You start with any trade, any indicator, you start with the larger time scale and then zoom in from there. So we're going to start with the daily. Let's go ahead and get rid of market Cipher A here. And let's go back in time and see what happens when some divergences form, okay? So let's take a look right here. Here we go. So we have our first hump that came over this blue line. It came back down, and then a second hump right here. So let's zoom in. So as soon as this white part of the blue wave is nipped off, okay? And I would say you have a little bit, one more kind of candle to like absolutely 100% confirm it. We know that that hump is pretty much complete. So this, at this moment, I would say this is a divergence, right? Now, as soon as that happens, look at the chart. Look what happens. Boom. As soon as it happens, boom. And really you could even say it's boomed, like even the candle before. It's on the daily. Boom. Look, it starts to drop. There's a drop. There's action right here. And that's as soon as it forms, right? As soon as it forms, boom. Later on, okay, now that we are, look, boom, okay, now we're down here, then here's the drop, right? So this is a bearish divergence. Boom, it's confirmed. So as soon as it confirms, boom, there's a little drop. And then as it continues, boom, there's another big drop. And you're going to see that these divergences normally have like two dumps. The first dump is as soon as it confirms, and then normally there's a little bit of time, and then boom, there's another one, typically a bigger one. Not always a bigger one. There's normally two dumps. Okay, so that's the first one on the daily. Let's actually zoom in a little bit and look at the 4 hour. Okay. And this can get kind of fun, all right? This can get kind of fun. So let's see. So we're looking for humps, okay? What about these two? Okay, so here's one hump, boom. And then, actually, technically, this was a divergence right here. Look, 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 look. Bearish divergence. One hump comes over the blue line, comes back down, boom. Another one comes up. It's below the blue line. As the first one hit it, that's okay. So, boom. What happens as soon as it confirms? Boom. Drop right here, right? How big was this drop? Let's see. So this actually pumped up to 9,100 and then dumped down to 7,900, right? Boom. There's one divergence. You could say, boom. Here's another way to look at it. Boom. And this is even more of like this is more of a confirmed divergence. This wave right here is bigger than this one. So here's another divergence. Boom, what happens? So we move over right when it confirms, boom, confirmed. Look at the chart. Look straight up from this point, look straight up. 87.30, bang. It confirms, we shoot way down, right? Bearish divergence. Okay? This is not a lagging indicator. This is showing you what is going to happen. This is an indicator that said, hey, this happened. Oh, it went down. This is not a lagging indicator. This is an indicator that tells you the future. Okay? Now let's see if we can let's take a look. So we're still on the 4 hourly, right? Now what do we have here? What do we have here? Now here we would have a bullish divergence. So we have one big hump right here, comes down, boom, another little hump, boom. Right here's the confirmation. Bang, this is a bullish divergence. What happened right here? What do you know? Look, as soon as it confirmed, bang, the price goes, we'll even say it's from the middle of the candle. Hell, we'll say it's even from the top of the candle, just to soothe the doubters at 78.20. So boom, it confirmed right here. One of these two candles, you could call it one of these two candles. And the 77, 7800, boom, goes up to 81.30. Okay? I'm telling you guys, it is money. This is money. And go back and look. Don't just say, oh, CryptoFace, he's just showing this recent one right here. Keep going back. Go back and look. Let's look for, here's one right here. Here's one right here. Bullish divergence. Boom. First hump comes down. Boom. Second hump, divergence. This is a little weird right here, right? That's a little weird. But you could even count that. You still would have made the right move. Still would have made the right move if you longed right there. So what happened here? Okay, bullish divergence. Boom. It confirms. Goes straight up. Look. 51.47. Oh, what happened? Oh, geez. Oh, wow. Look, we'll even say to this point, even if you thought this was like a divergence, which it's a little odd, right? It's not, that's not really a second hump. That would be we'll say that was the first one you looked at. So boom. Entered 51.20. And let's say you exited at 5,900 because you thought it was going to go down more, right? And it did actually. Right here at 5,900, after this bearish divergence confirmed, boom, it went from 59.52 down to 56.36. It looks small on this chart right now because I have it shrinked. But boom, that means you would have entered, if you're just going off these divergences, guys, you can just trade with this indicator. You don't need anything else. It is simple. Keep it simple. This is the greatest thing. This is the greatest indicator you'll ever use. I swear, I'll put it against anybody. Anybody's indicator. Let's take a look at some more. Let's change time frames a little bit. Let's go, because we're on the 4 hour. Let's go to the hour. Let's see what's going on here on the hour. Here, let me go ahead and clear, remove drawing tools. Let me find where we're at again here. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find some divergences here. This one's a little odd, although technically I wouldn't really, I like seeing both humps kind of, at least the second hump close to it. Here's one. Here's a good looking divergence. First hump, boom. Second hump just touches the blue line, confirms, right? Boom. So this would be at 8,000, 8,020, high 7,900s if we want to be conservative. Boom. Comes down to 75.64, 7,700. Telling you, folks. Telling you. Here's one. This is kind of an odd shaped. The hourly's a little odd shaped on this previous, but still it's still good. This one's a little suspicious. It's a little suspicious, but let's see where this ends, just for kicks and giggles here. 71.60 goes up to 70, 7,500, 7,400. Hell, you could even say it goes up to 8,000. Let's look at some more. So all you're looking for is a big hump, then a littler hump. Look, even on this, they're not always big moves. Let's look at this one. Here's a bigger hump, smaller hump, confirms right here. We'll even stretch it to be conservative. 53.17 would be the short entry. Boom. Comes down to 52.55. Smaller move, small move, but still correct. Now, let's zoom in to, let's go to the 5 minute. Where are we here? Okay. So we are on the 5 minute. So I actually just entered a short. We'll see if it works out on this divergence just now. This was a signal that I actually put out for my members. Boom, the divergence right here. I entered 80.36 was my official entry. Look at that 80.15. So we'll see where it comes down. Well, we'll see where this ends up, right? Let's look at some other ones. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Boom, right here. Bearish divergence. Big hump. Boom, second hump confirmed. What happened right here? This is on the boom, right here. 79.44. This bitch rides up, and then as soon as you see the bearish divergence, you know to exit at 8100. So what is that? 79.24. 8100, you enter the short, boom. Oh my God, I'm telling you, you're talking about big moves. Boom. Okay, so that would be 2%, 2.1% move. You're combining that with leverage, even 10x, you just made a 20% gain, right? This is on the 5 minutes. This is the same day. Let's say you shorted this, so we're at 20%. Let's say you do 10x, you just made 20%. Boom. Let's say you shorted this all the way. Let's say you even got out right here. Let's say you go, I saw these two humps and it's starting to occur. I'm going to get out right here. Let's say you exit right here. 78.71. That's a 3.13% trade. Say you're using 10x leverage, another 30%. That's 2 trades back to back for a combined 50% using this method. Let's say you longed right here. Okay, long, boom. 7,900. I mean, we just, in our whale crew, we just had 3 winning back to back trades. Gee, I wonder how. Okay, boom, let's say you entered here, and let's say you exited right here. So let's, okay, so boom, you entered it, come on. Entered at 78.99, held the long. Why isn't this working? There we go. So you entered right here, and let's say you held the long until you confirmed. So where did we enter? 7,900. And then we exited at 8,042, a $142 move, a 1.78% move. You're using 10x leverage, that's 17%. Plus the 50%, you've made 67%. 67% so far with 3 trades, one day using the 5 minute. Guys, this is how, this is the sauce. This is the sauce. And let's see what happens next. Okay, I can't wait to see what happens next. So that's on the 5 minute. Let's go back in time a little bit. I mean, they're all over the place. Like they're all over the place. Let's look at the 1 minute just for kicks and giggles. Is there any 1 minute divergences here? Where are we here? I'm telling you guys, this is money. This could be a little one. This could be a little one. I mean, it came up. Technically, it's even on the 1 minute. It's still right. Okay, let's say you entered at 80.19. Now it's at 80.27. Probably wouldn't really be using the 1 minute. The 1 minute I wouldn't do. I would say the 5 minute would be like probably the 5 minute you can do. Anything less than that is just not. There's so much accurate information. You don't need to water yourself down with the 1 minute. So I'd say stick with the 5 minute. Go up. Let's look at the 15 minute. Let's look for a good divergence. Here's one. Boom. Big, one bigger one, second bigger one, boom, confirms right here. Would you look at that? Boom. 80.97 short, bearish divergence. Bang. Comes down to 78.67, and it hit it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That means you have 4 opportunities, 4 15-minute opportunities. That's an hour. You had an hour to take profit on that trade. Beautiful. Beautiful. Boom, here's another one. And you want them to be kind of close together, right? And so, okay, here we go. Bullish divergence. What happened here? Boom, it confirmed. So let's say you longed somewhere in here, 7500s. And let's say you exited. It's not a bad idea to exit or think about taking profit at least when it's above the blue line, right? So typically, as like a rule of thumb, when the blue wave is over this blue line, you're thinking sell territory. When it's below the blue line on the bottom, you're looking at buy territory. So I mean, we could go back and forth with this all day and just go back and look at divergences. I suggest, those of you with Market Cipher, you can, look at it yourself. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You guys I'm gonna do different parts of Market Cipher. There's a lot of tricks, This is just one of how to apply Market Cipher to your trading and how to know what Bitcoin, or I mean this is just Bitcoin. It was designed for Bitcoin, but it works on shit coins. It works on standard financial markets. Look for yourself. Look for yourself. It's 0.1 BTC to get Market Cipher. Okay. Scroll down the description for all the details and everything. Everyone that has it is happy. So yeah, go Market Cipher. Go Momentum Algorithm. I love it, man. I'm telling you. If you want to stack your crypto and just win trades and not stress yourself out, I think a lot of people need a plan. They need a plan and they need to stick to it. Pick the 15-minute, pick the 5-minute, pick the hourly, stick to it, right? And just give it a shot. Say, I'm just going to trade the 5-minute or 15-minute divergences, bullish and bearish. And that's all I'm going to do. Keep it simple, stupid, and you'll see you're going to be winning more trades than you ever have before or anyone else you know. I guarantee you. Yeah. Y'all have a great day.